The next thing we need to check is our crankshaft. Our rod and main journals need to be checked for size, shape, and finish. Using a good calibrated outside micrometer, measure each journal starting with the rods and record the size. Move the micrometer around the journal to check for out of roundness. If your crank is out of round, either replace it or have it reconditioned.
Okay, hello and welcome back to the Land Rover Toolbox videos. This is a 300 TDI overhaul video series set. Right, so the last video we got a little bit of an understanding how to use micrometers and to take measurements on the journals to check for ovality and taper. I'm afraid with measurements, this is something you're going to have to get used to, because even when you're building the engine after things are ready, you're still going to have to do some measurements. So anyway, I'd like to apologize
by gently moving the micrometer across the journal as we tighten down the small knob at the same time. The small knob or ratchet ensures that consistent and equal pressure is applied, which results in consistent, accurate, and repeatable measurements. The goal is simply to make contact with the journal, not to over-tighten anything. The micrometer should still be able to slide on and off the journal with just a bit of effort. You will feel a bit of resistance, but it will be low. You can measure it.
In order to do that, I'm going to grab my dial indicator and I'm going to be careful not to scratch the surface, and I'll measure at its largest point on one side. Now I want to be careful not to get too far over to the shoulder and where it meets the fillet, the rounded portion of the crankshaft. So I want to make sure that I avoid that. I'm going to make a measurement, I'll record the value, and then I'll make a measurement on the opposite side and record that value. That will give me